Today is day 110. Get your worksheet. Let's get going. All right, capitalization on your own. Check it at the end. Punctuation. Hey, there's nothing new today. It's all review. Let's see, what does it say? No, you shouldn't decide, said Marta's mother, until you've read the article, Fresh Look at the World in the Daily Sun. All right. Let's see, where do we start with this? Let's just start with the beginning. No, you shouldn't decide. So if you begin with the word no or the word yes, normally you would punctuate, and I did. Okay, I thought I had forgotten. So we're good. So it's going to be no, comma, you shouldn't decide. Shouldn't is a contraction, so you find where the letter is missing and you put the apostrophe there. And so the O is missing in not, so the apostrophe goes between the N and the T. No, you shouldn't decide, said Marta's mother. Hey, we've got a said. There must have been a quote somewhere. The quote began with no, you shouldn't decide. So you have quotation marks. No, comma, you shouldn't, apostrophe N, N apostrophe T, decide, comma, quotation marks. Said Marta's mother. Whose mother? Marta's. So that S there should be an apostrophe S because it's showing possession. Said Marta's mother. The quote is continuing now, so we need quotation marks, but because we are in the middle of the quote, we do not capitalize the U. It is uncapitalized. Quotation marks until you have read the article, Fresh Look at the World. All right, when you are punctuating articles, normally an article for Fresh Look at the World would get quotation marks. But do you remember, if you have a quotation within a quotation, it's only one quote mark. So you would have one little quote mark before fresh and one little quote mark after the word world. In the Daily Sun, Daily Sun is a newspaper. Newspapers are underlined, so Daily Sun would be underlined, period, end of quotation marks. Let's see if what I have written down matches what I said. Quotation marks, no, comma, you shouldn't decide, comma, quotation marks, said Marta's mother, comma, quotation marks, until you have read the article, one quote mark, Fresh Look at the World, other quote mark, in the Daily Sun, underline, period, quotation marks. Okay. Phew. Hope you guys got it. All right, moving on to things I enjoy. Analogies. Complete this analogy. Robbery is to larceny as pristine is to one of those words. Well, to figure out this analogy, we need to figure out what is robbery to larceny. How are those two words related? If you're not sure, you could look up the word larceny in your dictionary and see what it says. What is larceny? Larceny is another word for robbery. All right, so this is looking for a synonym. Robbery is to larceny as pristine is to. What word here is a synonym for pristine? What means the same thing? Does insistent? No, that means to not stop, and that doesn't sound like pristine. Pure. Something that is pristine is pure, isn't it? So keep that one in mind. Pristine is to frilly. No, I don't think so. Frilly wouldn't be used interchangeably with pristine. Pristine is something that's clear and clean and perfect. Thief would definitely not be related to pristine. So it is pure. Pure is a synonym for pristine. So it would read, robbery is to larceny as pristine is to pure. All right, next section, identifying parts of speech nouns. DO for direct object, IO for indirect object, PN for predicate nominative, AP for appositive, and OP for object of the preposition to indicate how the bold-faced noun serves. This should be a review. Hopefully every term I just listed is not sounding brand new to you because we've been using this for a while. Let's take a look at A. Her dad is a truck driver for a national company. Okay, so narrowing in, we have dad is driver. This is a linking verb, so dad is linked to driver. That would indicate that driver is a what? they equal each other, it would be a predicate noun, and that is abbreviated under the directions as PN. Okay, a predicate noun is a noun that is linked to the subject. Predicate nominative, I think I said predicate noun, predicate nominative. All right, next, the police chief issued a formal statement. All right, so we figure out that chief is the subject and the verb is issued. The chief issued what? He issued a statement. That would indicate statement is a direct object. So over here, oops, my B fell apart. We would write D-O. All right, let's take a look at C. Her soccer team had played well throughout the season. All right, throughout the season, throughout is a preposition. Throughout the season is a prepositional phrase. So we know that season would be an OP, an object of the preposition. D, Kaylee brought along Stacy, her friend. Okay, Kaylee brought along Stacy, her friend. We are restating who Stacy is. That is in a positive. It's a noun that means the same thing as the noun preceding it. There's no verb around, so it's not going to be like a predicate nominative. It's just another name for this noun here. So that makes Stacy her friend in a positive. That's AP is how you should mark that. So you've got AP. And then the final one is Miss Dew gave her brother her car keys. So Miss Dew gave, she gave what? She gave her keys, and the word that's in bold is brother. So Miss Dew gave to her brother. That would make it an indirect object. To isn't there, it's kind of understood. Miss Dew gave, because she didn't give her brother, she gave her keys to her brother. If you remember, an indirect object comes between the verb and the direct object, and that is abbreviated IO. All right, so there you go. And if you were really sharp, while I was doing that, you were looking down at all the answers for the capitalization because you probably saw them. Whatever. Okay, now we will officially check the capitalization that you should have done on your own, and now you're just checking. Where did it go? Here it is. All right, so you can take a look at the words that should be capitalized while I read the sentence. The world's longest pipeline, built for the Arabian American Oil Company, ran from fields near the Persian Gulf to the town of Sidon on the Mediterranean Sea. Okay? So after looking at that, that is what your answers should look like. Change them if you need to, so that they're correct when it comes time for me to look at them. All right, you had your sentence combining. Looks like there's 4 sentences being combined into one. I know you guys can do it. Good luck. God bless you.